welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're here with another full review episode, the Singleton 12-year-old Luscious Nectar. So if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. All my returning viewers, you know how we do, welcome back. So what is a full review? It is the second part of a three-part series that Mr. Randy does when he does his whiskey or libation reviews. Part one, get the bottle home. It's always important to get it home first. Crack it open, pour the juice in the glass. Then I'm going to have my first experience, share my first impressions with you because you're here. Part two, where we're at today, full review. Part three, all the way down here, that's an odd looking bottle, isn't it? It's a flat back with a concave curved top. First one I've seen like this. Have you seen unusual bottles? There's a bunch of them out there, like that Grant's Triple Wood. That's a weird one too. Anyhow, part three, all the way down here, what's called the final pour, thusly named. We're going to have the final pour, and we're going to compare that to what we had in part one, the first pour. See if it's any different, better, worse, and how was everything in between. So today, we're talking about the Singleton Luscious Nectar, 12-year-old, there you go, Glendullan Distillery. Now, let me go ahead and get this going while we flap the jaws. I still got a pretty good, nice cork pop on that. A little odd handling this bottle. Careful, my friend. So, where are we at? Okay, so this is primarily American oak casks with slight European casks to sort of give it a sort of offset flavoring. Now, there are listed 3 distilleries under the Singleton, but I do believe there's 4, maybe even possibly 5. I've seen different ones, but the main rundowns are the Glendullan, the Dufftown, Glenord, and I can't remember the other 2. But these 3 were prevalent in about everything I could find on the internet. This is a Diageo product on the back. There it is. Serving sample. I'm serving information, serving facts. You know, when you're watching your figure. DrinkIQ.com. I haven't even gone over there yet, but we got what I think I need. We need to get. Mr. Randy did pay $36 out the door for this bottle. It was on sale. Normally, I do believe it is $40 or more. Probably between the 40 and 45 range. Look at that color. It's a relatively darker color, especially since it's a 12-year-old and it's in American and European oak casks. Let's break out Mr. Randy's handy-dandy whiskey color scale. And off camera, we're going to try and nail this down. I do believe they said it was a burnt amber or copper. I'd have to say probably agree. It does kind of... It's not as dark as this, but I think the copper may be a little too dark. It's somewhere between burnt amber and copper. Well, let's get it on the nose. Beautiful, beautiful nose. The lady that rang me up, she said, "You're going to love it." I said, awesome. So it definitely is a sort of pear and orange. It's almost like a Glenmorangie. Pear, orange, honey, heather, vanilla. It's kind of hard to pick the oak out of it. And the spice, like the spice and the oakiness are probably the cohesiveness to everything else on that nose. I do kind of pick it up, but I'm getting more of a prickly pear, orange, and honey. The vanilla, oak, and spice is like on the very trailing end. And it's very hard to pick that apart, but I've actually, over the year, I was going to say years. No, it's only 2025. So let's go ahead and get on the palate. It's very soft. A little bit of a quick hit of ginger. The trailing end of that palate comes in with the spice and the honey. Did we see about that viscosity? It's got some pretty decent action. I do not think this glass is doing it the best of favors. There you go, a little bit there. The viscosity does get better on the glass. It definitely transferred pretty well in the mouth. Let's go ahead and get a second. Now, point of note, the nose is better on the half on the here at this point than it was off the rip. I think the nose turned down out a bit. It mellowed out. I think that letting it have some time to rest and think about itself and what it wants to be in the future. It came out with, yeah, I think I want the nose to be a little bit more mellowed out, but definitely now it's got a lot more range in that nose. The palate, I think, is turned down just a notch. It's not that as punchy or turned up as it was off the rip, but now it's turned down just a notch. I think it's a little nice. It's not mild or mellowed out too much. It's nice. Let's go ahead and get it on the finish on this. Oh, there's a couple characters that I'm not quite familiar with coming out on this finish. I don't think I got it off the rip, but now this bottle has really turned into something. It's not disappointing, that's for sure. The finish is like very well rounded and balanced, and it's got the whole mouth has been coated. Nothing in one particular area is overwhelming. It's all relatively balanced. I'm not getting any spicy, like punchiness, like electric fire on the tongue. The cheeks, they do have a little bit of something going on over there. The back of the top of the esophagus has got that heat. That heat is roughly about a 3 out of 5 for the intensity. All the flavor is pretty much gone by now. Effects still pretty mid. The cheeks are still kind of numb. That heat's probably starting to turn down a little bit. So this is a 40% ABV single malt Scotch. 12-year, normally around the $45 range. I have seen some a little higher, closer to $50, but I think those are borderline price gouging. When I can find most of these between the $40 and $45 range. This was on sale, like I said, $36 out the door. Beautiful nose now. Palate, good. Finish, relatively nice. Had to go to 2 different stores because the first one apparently sold out fairly quickly. As soon as they put it on sale, there's people like me that come out of the woodworks and they snatch it up. Okay, so now only thing that's left on the finish is that little bit of heat, probably a 1-ish, just about a 1-ish. So let's get a score on this. Not bad. Actually, I'm going to give it a strong 4 out of 5. I think this is an excellent Scotch. I really do. I would love to have some more information, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, keep your secrets, wizard. So we'll move on. Strong 4 out of 5. Let's move on. My fair price. Given that I only paid $36, that's fine. Normally $40 to $45. $45 seems to be the sweet spot for the pricing on this. So I would say I'll leave it alone. I do believe that this bottle is a good $40 to $45 range bottle. Would I buy this again? I probably would. Especially if it was on sale again and I was really hurting for a good Scotch. You know how it is sometimes. You try stuff and it's not hitting right. It's just not rubbing you the right way, and you just gotta come back and refresh once in a while. You gotta have a good Scotch to remind you that Scotch can be good. And not just good, but great. Is it a great Scotch? I'll leave that up to you. I say it's a really good Scotch. For the price, it's pretty nice too. So there it is. Singleton, Luscious Nectar, 12-year-old. Let us know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have a good one.